Hi and welcome to my channel. So if you've watched any of my previous videos, then it should be very obvious that the National Health Service in the UK is literally the best employer you can have in this beautiful country. Look, I've done countless videos on it. If you're not aware, once you've watched this video, do check out the other videos that I've done about the NHS, how to get jobs and opportunities, what's available and everything. It doesn't matter whether you're a healthcare professional or not, they've got jobs across all the different sectors. So I have worked for the NHS now for 11 whole years. So 11 years is a very, very long time working full time exclusively for the NHS. Before I worked for the NHS, I worked in a nursing home, I did support work, I did domiciliary care, I did all sorts of care jobs because that's how I started my journey. So in today's video, I'm going to be telling you three top lessons that I've learned working for the NHS, over these 11 years. So if you're somebody who is also keen on personal and professional development, then this video is 100% for you, because whether you're already working for the NHS now or you're still aspiring to, these lessons are going to be crucial for you as well. So if you're new to my channel, obviously you're welcome. If you are a returning subscriber, I appreciate your time, and I'm all about implementation. So leave a comment in the comment section below and say, Melvis, I will implement. Because if you're watching video after video after video doing nothing with that information, then it is a waste of time. Also, if you haven't subscribed to this channel, take this opportunity right now to join the family by hitting the subscribe button so that you're the first person to be notified every single day when I drop a new video on here at 10 a.m. prompt UK time. Yes, I dedicate that time to drop a new video on YouTube every single day unfailingly. Also, I do have a free newsletter which I've dropped a link in the comment section below, where I send information about free visa sponsorship opportunities to move to this beautiful country, the UK, or switch your visa if you're already here on another visa. Also, career progression pathways in this country. I'm passionate about career progression. I am driven by the opportunities that this country brings. And considering the fact that this is why you and I have come to this country, then it's but obvious that we should be making the most of these opportunities. I share info about work from home jobs as well as side hustle ideas. So if you join my newsletter, which, like I've said, I've dropped a link in the comment section below, I send that information directly to your inbox, so you're never reliant on the YoYo YouTube algorithm for such vital information. It won't take you 20 seconds to join. You simply drop your name and email and you're part of the newsletter. I also have my contact on there. So you're going to see my WhatsApp number, my email address. If there's something private that you're thinking, Melvis, I just don't want to drop this on YouTube, do feel free to use that newsletter, obviously, to message me directly. Otherwise, any comments, concerns, queries, please do leave those in the comment section below. So what are the lessons that I have learned? The first lesson I've learned is the importance of policies, organizational policies. Let me tell you, if you work for the NHS and you don't know what the policies are, it's not good for you. You need to know policies regarding everything, because if you're called upon and your questions, and people will question you, not only your employer but your colleagues, and most importantly your patients and relatives. You need to know your stuff. If you don't know what you're doing, it's going to be a hard struggle working for the NHS, because you will constantly be challenged by different people. If you're a nurse, for example, people will ask you, oh, why are you doing what you're doing? How do you do this and all of that? You need to know your stuff. That's what I'm saying. You need to know your policies. And that's why I started to have this obsession. I choose to call it an obsession for policies, for processes, procedures. When things change, I'm there. What has changed? What was there before? What do we need to do with the new changes? I'm always on top of all of that. So if you're working for the NHS right now, or you're still looking for NHS jobs, which they offer sponsorship, a lot of support, accommodation, relocation support, you want to check that out. Make sure that you know your policies regarding every single aspect: sickness, annual leave, drugs, administration, if you're okay, literally everything. That's the first thing I'm going to tell you, because your get out of jail card when something happens is your knowledge about policies. By the way, if you're watching this and you're wondering who I am, like I've said, I currently work for the NHS. as an advanced nurse practitioner. So I started my UK journey as a carer, obviously in a nursing home. I then studied nursing as an international student. Within 5 years, studying nursing, I was working as an advanced nurse practitioner, which is the most senior clinical nursing position. So I live and breathe career progression, basically. Love anything to do with looking for jobs, applying for jobs, interview preparation, CVs, and all of that. So I have a private career coaching program, which I'll drop a link in the description box below, where I offer personalized guidance, that is tailored to your individual needs, to your specific needs, so that if you're looking for free visa sponsorship opportunities, you know what to do. If you're wanting to transition into healthcare, you're a nurse, you're a carer, you're looking for those apprenticeships, say to study in the UK, being paid without paying any tuition fees, I'm your girl. Also, if you're looking for those work from home jobs, side hustle ideas, look, I live and breathe those things because I'm passionate about independence, retiring early, wealthy, and without being broke, because it is not good for any of us. So, if you're keen on any of these things that I've mentioned, like I've said, consider joining my coaching program, because then I can give you that personalized guidance. Because, yes, watching YouTube videos like this is very good, but implementation is what many people struggle with. Implementation, like which step do I take now, is what you're going to get from this program. Because I know that I don't know who you are watching this video now. I don't know what your personal circumstances are. I'm not sure what you're going through. But once you do join, then we have that conversation. If you're looking for jobs, who is recruiting, how do you apply, what about your CV, the entire shebang. So do also share this video, obviously, with your loved ones, colleagues, family members, so they're aware of these opportunities that are available out there. Again, the next thing that you need to know when you're working for the NHS, and this is a lesson that I've also learned, is that the length of experience doesn't matter, but what matters is the quality of your experience, which means knowledge is key. Knowledge is king. Confidence is key. What do you know is what matters. It's not how long do have you worked here. Because I know many people worry about, oh, I've only got 1 year of experience in the UK, can I do this? I've only got 6 months of experience, can I do this? Look, the length of your experience does not matter. It is the knowledge that you have. The reason I'm saying this, because as a nurse myself, there are nurses that have been working in the profession for like 10 years, 20 years, but they're not very confident about their skills. But if you have another nurse, for example, who has only been working for a year, if that nurse is very confident and they put themselves forward, then look, they will get those opportunities. And that is why it is not about length of service. There's a place and time for length of service, but knowledge, confidence, experience, application of what you've learned is far more important than the length of your service. So what am I telling you? What I'm telling you is, if you want to put yourself forward for senior positions, better positions, good opportunities, career progression, apprenticeships, it is not how long you've been in the UK or working that matters. It is what you know. How do you apply the knowledge that you learn? For example, I was talking about policies before. Do you know the policies? Do you know what you're doing? If you're administering antibiotics, do you know the policy regarding that antibiotics? Do you know where to check? If things go wrong, do you know what to do? Those are the things that you're looking at. It is not the length of your service. So again, you need to know that. Very important. And again, if I was somebody who was focusing on length of service, I wouldn't be here today. Because I remember when I applied for my advanced nurse practitioner job, on the advert they had said you have to be a senior nurse, at least band 7, band 6, and all of that, for at least 5 years. I was not even qualified as a nurse for up to 3 years, but I was like, look, I'm so ready for this job. I know I'm the best candidate for this. I put myself forward, completely smashed the interview, and got the job. So it is how you're able to demonstrate your skills, your knowledge, your confidence, your experience that matters. And that's what I'm all about on this channel. It's about efficiency. So that's one thing you need to know. The next thing you really need to know is that having no staff is better than having crappy staff. I know this may sound really terrible about crappy staff, but I mean, if you work somewhere, you know what I mean. There are some people that you would rather not have them come on the shift than have those people. So one thing I've learned from the NHS is the quality of your staff is very, very important. And that's why if you're applying for NHS jobs and your CV is not good, your application is not good enough, you're not able to articulate yourself properly, it is very difficult to get a job, because they will rather have nobody at all than have people that are inefficient, if you get what I mean. So again, how you're able to demonstrate your skills is very important. Like I said in the previous section, it is not only about having the good skills and knowledge and competence and experience, but it is about how you're able to package the knowledge that you have, articulate it to the next person so that you can, you know, have a huge impact, whether you're looking for an interview or you're trying to improve something where you're working or you're trying to get funding for something. It is how you're able to package that knowledge, because it's not enough to know or to have knowledge, but you need to be able to package it together and then make use of it so that it helps you. So, and that's why, it's crucial not only to have that knowledge, but you need to know how to use what you know. Those are some of the lessons I've learned from the NHS. I know these are really deep, but if you get me, you get me. If you're part of my private coaching program, we'll go through this in much detail during our weekly live sessions on Thursdays. So do make sure that you're attending those live sessions every single Thursdays, because we'll be expanding further on these opportunities. Check out these videos that I've linked up here just to give you more information about opportunities in the UK and within the NHS. I'll see you in this video.